Looking at kind of the bands that are definitely coming through at this point, we're seeing the Farja. Interesting first ban, but we've kind of seen the Farjas be detrimental. But to be honest, I think the Zedian is something that should be probably banned over a Farja. But again, I mean, you say Shishay on it, either one, they're both kind of like sisters at this point in my eye. They look exactly the same. And then we do see the Uranus ban again, huge, huge, right, Warren?
Yeah, right now Lapu Lapu is moving up in the favorites if the strongest of the XP lane as Uranus is getting banned. But we saw that OB were kind of how to say it, like not repulsed, but they're kind of waiting for the Lapu Lapu pickup, and in the end MIF were able to win even without Lapu. So until then we thought, or at least I thought, Lapu is the recipe for victory, but I guess not anymore, because there is still 1-1. So definitely looking out for this 1-1 as Lapu is being banned. So it looks like Lazy want to make it the easiest for them by banning out the strongest XP laners. Now Phoebus is of course going upper in the hierarchy. And together with Arlott, 1-1 being banned out, her eyes are looking straight into my soul. I mean, that's really unfortunate for Feed Lover, because I expect he would have more damage against her or something if like she's going barefoot, like, you know, like should he have like more damage again? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But kind of looking at what they banned a Fredrin. Okay, so I mean, some key bans here. To be honest, I don't know what anybody's gonna pick first anymore, because I suspected Lapu last time. Baxia definitely picked here. He's got a win rate of 50%, pretty solid. I think is a huge play in the jungle to see how Lazy responds. I mean, I always feel like second pick is better than first pick, because you get 2 key heroes versus 1. So we'll see, because now they're able to, you know, counter and build into the Baxia here.
Yeah, right now we need to really think about like how you want to approach a Baxia hero on the map. I think like his strongest part is definitely the anti-heal, so we can be expecting not many, we shouldn't be expecting that many physical damage auto attackers that are trying to heal themselves. So yeah, we will be seeing Lancelot and Gado. That's making a lot of sense. Lancelot, a lot of his damage relies in his spells, so he shouldn't really care that much about Baxia. Of course, Baxia building a lot of armor, so Lancelot will not be doing as much damage to him as some other heroes could be. But yeah, you are not looking to kill Baxia. That's not really your job. You are going to dive that backline. And I'm surprised that Moscow is being picked off, since I don't know if Moscow is that good into Lancelot, into a hero like Lancelot. What do you think, Aiko?
I mean, he can definitely control and hold a little bit. I mean, he has severe damage. I feel like the biggest thing that we just seen from ET is that they secured a Basha and a YSS, right? That YSS is probably going to be in the jungle 100%. I actually thought the Basha was going to be in the jungle, but they're kind of mixing it up a little bit here. I think he's going to be the roam. So we'll see how that plays out. Vexana picked up for the side of Lazy. Again, something that can definitely heal and cause a lot of damage to some squishies. So I feel like Lazy has some insane heroes. If the Lancelot's a god, could be trouble for ET.
Also, Vexana brings a lot of like zone control in the form of her like little, not really little, he's pretty big, but her minion that she brings. And together with Gado, that could be pretty annoying to deal with, because you always have to keep in mind that they are in control of the zone. Lancelot, a lot of zone control in his kit as well, so only thing I'm worried about is range. And with Farsa being banned, I'm thinking Zetian for the side of ET. What do you think about it?
I mean, Zetnin, I can't ever say her name. Zetian, definitely, but they already read you. They banned her. Definitely don't want to see that on the playing field. So the mages are kind of limited at this point. But to be honest, like a Valentina would be pretty huge, right? Like being able to steal the Gata ult would be huge. Being able to steal the Vexana's minion would be pretty big. I feel like there's a couple things that a Valentina could bring to the playing field. So I don't think they're too worried about them, targeting some of the mages. But I do think that ET is going to need a little bit more of a stronger lineup. Maybe they're trying to go a double marksman requires a tanky team. And one thing that's been left open is a Kimmy. So I'm wondering if a Kimmy makes it through and Lazy picks that up.
Yeah, well, you could, yeah. For the side of Lazy, there's an argument to be made for Kimi. I think if ET goes for Kimi, then you are super squishy. Of course, your mid laner will probably not be someone super tanky, but I feel like Kimi needs a lot of peel herself. Yeah, Phoebus makes a lot of sense. Now with Lapu and Tyrannus being banned out, Phoebus getting through this Vault draft phase, like basically through the Vault draft, makes a lot of sense that you go for him. Now CC is still open though, but I don't know, you would have probably too much damage on your composition, so you go for Arlott and you go for that very spicy pick in mid lane that I really didn't know I would see. Ooh, those abyssal arrows, they will need to be locked in.
I don't know, man, like all of these dashy heroes into a Phobius. Like Phobius is looking at like, this is a game you'd want to be a Phobius in. So crazy ET. But again, I mean, I guess if you have a Phobius, why not just put as many dashy heroes as you possibly can into the lineup? So it's hard to choose who you want to, whoever you want to jump on. So I guess it's gonna be interesting to see how the Phobius plays out. But the Bruno as a final pickup here, I think is also huge as well. There's not too many squishy people that that we might see Lido be able to secure with those abyssal arrows. But I mean, it could be detrimental if it does get on the Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno most definitely. Also, Vexana could be the target if her Titan will not block it for her. I think he can, right? Like he can block if he stands in the way, so she can kind of work with that. Lancelot can dodge it out, I think, right? If his first skill, right, he can dodge it out as well. So not really that easy to hit. As you were saying, Bruno will probably be the target, but he himself has a little dash in his kit. Of course, Gato and Phoebus will be trying to stand in front of him. But I mean, if Selena gets rolling, then it doesn't really matter who she cuts, because those abyssal arrows will spell doom for anyone.
And kind of looking at some of the positionings here, I think everything falls in like we predict, right? Moskov versus Bruno, YSS versus Lancelot, Selena versus Vexana, Gato. I think the biggest aspect that we are seeing here is the Bashia like doesn't roam too often from previous patches in MLBB, so we'll have to see how that plays into a factor as we are going into a best of one ET versus Lazy. Warren, what do you think the winning conditions are here?
Well, I feel like ET have a little bit of a problem on their hands. We will see how it will play out, but I feel like Selena doesn't really have push priority into Vexana, as we see it. Vexana hitting her level 2 immediately and already moving to the bottom side. Oh, Abyssal Arrow connect on Vulcan's turn. He should be fine. Still pretty tanky Gato. But look at Selena! She's trying to do some damage, but losing half her HP in return.
Yeah, again, that's one thing that I've seen about Mobile Legends is that, like, if you get picked early, like, look, we already seeing the Gata have to go back again. I mean, he's trying to get full HP, a little interesting. I mean, I think he might be trying to do that for maybe he just wants full HP for the turtle that's going to be coming about. But we'll see how things come out. I think there's two things to look at here, right? Is the Bashia going to be a real good roam? And is this Lancelot a god?
Lancelot doesn't have level 4 yet. He's trying to hit it.
Yep, first blood comes out here. Mando falls. I guess the Lancelot is not a god as he falls, and then another one falls as well. Lazy, what were you doing? Why were you there? Again, I mean, the moment, I feel like it's a caster curse at this point. You're like, is Lancelot gonna be a god? And then they just smite him.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's right on the nose, but this was kind of lazy, this preparation. Like, you kind of slacked off, you slept on your phone, and now you're dying once again. Oh no,
Oh
Turtle taken, and Mango already being killed. And that's a problem, that's a problem. Selena with 2 kills, and Vexana was keeping her, like, in check. Feet Lover was keeping him in check. But right now, it's going to be so hard for him, because Selena is probably approaching that threshold where she is able to one-shot him and also pushing the wave, even though her kit is not really that well built for that mid lane priority.
It's to be honest, it's not, but the team's making up for that, right? They're putting that pressure down and they're securing the abyssal arrows and securing the kills. And I mean, at some point that's going to be detrimental. Like, what is your response to that? Again, only 3 minutes going into the game, but a pretty decently sized lead, that I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at Selena. She's just able to clear it out. Like, of course, she had to use her ult to do that, but she's able to clean it out, like, pretty alright. Oh, there could be a fight happening.
A lot. Yeah, watch out for Lido there. He's kind of putting a little bit of pressure. Bovius is going to be the key target here if Abyssal Arrow comes down, but we see a final slash and a Boxy able to secure the kill. Did he didn't even pop his ult, so I'm not even... He must have just hit him with a flying wheel.
Yeah, I think it was the wheel. Yeah, I bet that was it. Because I think he was worried when Phoebus flickered out that he could survive, so I think he just threw it on him just in case, and that was the reason. Oh, Mango. Oh, you are in trouble, boy. You have to run.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of dashes, so I think really the only people that can lock him down will be the Moskov or the Selena. And I think that's maybe what might have happened in the early stage, is that he got locked down a little bit too early. Again, like you were saying in the draft phase, the Abyssal Arrows can be massive and be detrimental as long as they keep hitting, you know. So looks like the second turtle is definitely going to be falling into the hands of ET. Wonder what they can do to turn this around here for Lazy.
I mean, look at them. They already have 2,000 gold lead, and I wasn't able to finish it. Oh, I think I won't be.
Obvious falls again. He's just not having a good day. Boxia kind of overextending his welcome, but look at the spear coming out. Got to diving down as well. Mago able to secure a kill. First kill on the board by Lazy. Again, are they going to be able to stop? Like,
ooh, that was nice.
I love that. That was a good micro. Good micro right there.
That was decent. Like, he kept them guessing, like, am I in this bush or did I jump? Like, what's the play? What am I doing? Where am I? Yeah, it was pretty nice micro. And, well, Lazy right now have a big problem in front of them because, of course, Lancelot is able to scale, but can he scale as well as Noel on his super strong late game carry pick that he has in his hands, together with Pelmetronia on Moscow? Like, can you outscale that? I don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't know, but we are looking at Phobius once again, just kind of being the key target here. Abyssal Arrow coming out, but it was just too short. Again, it does phase out Phobius. I don't think he'll be too much into a team fight. He probably should have just recalled at that point, because you're just seeing YSS secure the bottom tower. Both teams kind of feeling it at Lazy. Now they understand they need to stop engaging, but they do engage. Phobius ult comes out. We see the Pound Town dropping, but is it enough? We see Mango left all alone, while Noel is just at the bottom, just having a farm zone. Jesus, man, they can't even stop ET. No one got picked off, and there was a secure of a double turret on the bottom lane, and the passive on the tower got procced. Phobius overextending a little bit too much. Maybe here is Lazy going to be able to execute something. Mango able to secure a kill, but Moskov comes out and secures a double kill. Huge from the side of ET.
I mean, that's so bad. Like 7-2 and Moscow gets 2 kills out of this fight and you are already 5,000 behind. That's super tough for Lazy. Like, what do you want to do in this position? Borisovich already 0-3. Like, it shouldn't really matter that much because it's Phoebus. But, like, at the same time, it's Phoebus. Like, he can also be just a tank and not really do that much. But we saw a lot of Phoebus being the carry, being the player that does one of the most damages in the team. But Borisovich, at least not in this game, will not be that guy. And right now it's purely in the hands of Mango and his Lancelot, and maybe in the later stages of the game in the hands of Bruno, but not right now as he gets obliterated under the tower.
Moskov able to take out Mango as well. Dark Knight falls for Vexana, but it's just not enough. ET just online, man. I mean, I'm just seeing a lot of misplays here by Lazy, and ET's just capitalizing on them, Warren.
I mean, ET can already start ringing that horn. I think they can start already calling home because this looks like it's going home, baby. Because, like, look at this lead, you outscale your opponents, it's super tough for the Lazy. Wolkenstern with a very specific setup, he has Vengeance. I don't know if you noticed, but he has Vengeance on his Gado. That's very unusual. Usually you would go for Revitalize. So this is very purely oriented on him being much more tanky, but he is not even able to utilize it because look at Moscow, like he's finishing his third item, has his shoes, and now Botster again getting dove.
Obvious. Not there just yet. Able to secure a kill though. One falls. Moskov still alive though, able to secure the turret and possibly get a kill onto him, but YSS actually takes the kill. 3 fall for Lazy. Again, ET, they're phoning home, but they're sending Lazy home instead.
No, not yet. Well, not yet. They can still survive. It's not eliminate. It's not elimination round just yet. As you were saying, it has to go into those BO3s, so there's still chance. But right now, it looks super likely that Lazy will be already thinking about playing out their BO3s. But of course, it will be at the bottom of the bracket, so there should get an easier opponent. But right now, ET should have been the easier opponent compared to first round. Of course, we don't know how Lazy were able to play out their first round. Maybe it was super close. Maybe they lost just by a little bit, and ET are just super strong. And I don't know, got matched against another super strong team in the tournament. I don't have the data right now, but right now Lazy, it's looking so bad for them. 10,000 gold difference. Like, what can they do right now?
I mean, they're going to have to defend, but we do see it here. The final slash comes out, able to secure a kill onto the Vexana. They fall Phobius kind of diving deep into the back line, trying to keep them at bay. 2 fall from the side of Lazy. Full HP Lord is barreling down. The Bruno is still alive. Voidster is definitely going to have to make a play here to keep him alive. Full HP Lord is going to eat that tower. Let's see if they can. Oh my god. Moskov able to secure the kill onto Bruno. Massive. This is not good for Lazy, as the mid tower is going to be collapsed on. Gato kind of diving in there, able to keep him at bay, kind of pressing him back. This might be a little bit of turn for him, but they're not going to allow it. A final slash comes into the back line, able to secure a double kill. YSS in a mega kill with Selena in the base. Falls. ET definitely sending Lazy home.